And, all right, I'm going to light this candle, and here we go.
From the room, next to my bathroom in my basement. This is my worst holiday. My worst holiday. Fancy, chocolate covered shrimp, party cool, so was deep with the gerbil bereavement. 1, 2, 3, psychiatrist, ketamine, anyone answer never pooped in an encyclopedia. Dad, can we get a little kitty with a gay wrestling promoter? We wrote his clip with our extra life bone. This is my worst holiday. This is my worst holiday.
It's cheap.
My worst holiday.
It's like gasoline.
My Worst Holiday is a Rome of the Mist of a fourth-hand podcast production. And now, on with the show.
All right, and today's episode is brought to you by Amazon. That's right, Amazon. All you have to do is go to my website, www.myworstholiday.com. Click the link to your Amazon. It's your Amazon. It's not mine. You're still going through it, but it's going to give me a little bit of love, and I mean a little bit of love. But click that link and shop away if you want to. Also brought to you by TeePublic. TeePublic is, they're the people that spread my merch. So get on there. You can buy my Worst Holiday merch from TeePublic or whatever, buy anything from there. They got some great t-shirts. They're great quality. They're low price. They're fantastic. If you want a t-shirt, believe me, it's there. Just check out TeePublic. Also brought to you by the Steve Joyner Network. Do you want to be famous? Do you want somebody to put your name out there? Steve Joyner is your man. Are you an actor, a director, a pianist? Are you a dancer? Are you a singer? Whatever it is that you want to be known for, get a hold of me and I will put you in touch with this man. And with that being said, from a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this is My Worst Holiday, a podcast about your worst wedding, your worst funeral, party, bachelorette party, or anything that's funny after the fact. We want to hear it. And today we have a very special guest. We have Miss Liz Priestley. She's an actress, singer. Oh, she's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Go ahead and say hello, Liz.
Hello.
Hello.
What an intro. Oh my goodness.
I know, he's good. I've just learned a valuable lesson. Don't drink Mr. Holiday's vodka.
I usually use it in a Bloody Mary. You know,
I didn't
have any Bloody Mary stuff, and this stuff's gasoline.
I wouldn't take a pull of a normal vodka bottle anyway. I don't care what it was. If it was Grey Goose, I wouldn't have a good time doing it. So I don't know why I did that. It just ruined my night.
It's basically gasoline.
Yeah, I saw you take that sip. It looked painful. I was about, right before you did that, I was about to be like, oh man, I'm jealous. And then you just like...
Yeah, I know.
You're not.
Okay.
No good. No good.
What has... guess who shouldn't have drank vodka? That guy. Yeah,
It's Wednesday. Yeah.
I'm a trained professional. I know what I'm doing. You don't go in lightly on this shit.
Mad respect. I love it. I love it.
Love you, baby. Love you already. So, Liz, tell us all about yourself. You are amazing. You have so many credits and so many credentials. You're fantastic. Tell us all about you.
All about me. Well, you know, I wanted to be an actress since I was a child. And specifically, I wanted to be the actor that made movies. Like, plays didn't really... They kind of interested me, but I was like, who's making movies? Like, how does that work? And they get to pretend and get paid for it? I want to do that. That sounds great.
Yeah.
So, you know, from about age 7 onward, that was my goal. And I dabbled in some other things along the way. You pointed it out. I love the look you gave me with pianist. And I'm like, what is that?
Pianist. It's a pianist.
A pianist. I don't know.
It's actually pianist.
Yeah,
It's
I'm a musician also on the side. I've been playing violin okay, total, it would be about 32 years.
Oh, wow.
That was very
Wow.
young.
That's cool.
all right.
Yeah.
Go grab it. I want to hear Mozart's piano or violin concerto for violin. Is it number 4? Is it number 4? I can't remember.
There is a number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there is a number 4. There is a number 4. You got it.
But it has 2 thumbs and likes classical. This guy.
in
Oh,
high
wow.
school.
Oh, wow.
I'm a classically trained opera singer, and I won a scholarship for that, which is where the piano came in, because that was
Good.
part of my
We're going to have you do
scholarship.
some of the Barbara of Seville here in just a little bit.
Well, that's a guy's song, but I mean, I could.
Oh, yeah.
But I did that. And, around college, there was a question, do you want to go into music or do you want to go into theater? And I said, let's do musical theater. So I did that. And then I was living in New York for a little while. I got to tour the country in a show. I did about 25 years of theater. But throughout that whole time, it was always like every decision that I made, it was either I got to put credits on my resume, or I got to meet this director, or I got to work at this, house. But it was always with the idea of what's going to bring me closer to my ultimate goal, which is, doing film. And so that's 2 years ago, I decided I was in a position where I could really make a push to do that. So I found a manager. Signed with her. I started booking some commercials, which was really, I always knew commercials were really cool, but I just had no idea.
Now, did you do opera in the commercials? Were you like?
Do you know, I did a commercial. I got a what's called first refusal. So basically, you're their second choice. The person, they have a first choice, and if they're not available, it's you. But in that commercial,
And they call that a refusal. So like you getting the gig is a refusal. First refusal.
I know. I was like, darn it, why can't I be the first choice?
So like not like the second greatest person that we picked. No, the first one. You're a first refusal. It's like,
kind of like,
God damn it, this guy back to fuck.
I know. It's kind of like now if they do pick me up, I want to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. I'm your second best choice. Like Michelle Kwan said, I won the silver medal. I didn't lose the gold.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember the weirdest things.
That's right.
That's why I like you.
I love figure skating.
I know that one. No, but that one was for an opera singing drug dealer.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
an opera singing drug dealer.
I do get asked to sing quite a bit. which
Most
is
meth
weird,
heads I know,
but I didn't get the part.
beautiful operatic voices.
I mean,
They're like, like they're very high, but they scratch a lot.
Like, it's just kind of like, what? But, yeah. So, but no, I mean, I got to travel to South America to do a commercial that doubled for New York in Uruguay. I don't know why, but
Uruguay, and I don't know why.
Like, I'm out there in Uruguay, and they're like, yeah, it's cheaper for us to fly all of you out here to South America than it would be to shoot in New York. I was like, well, that's great.
Whoa.
Wow.
Sure. Yeah.
I would take a
So,
vacation though.
I like the strength of the
yeah,
dollar
like,
there.
This is crazy. They have they're known for their steak. They have the best steak in the world. So while I was there, I went out to a restaurant and had this. I mean, it was like melt in your mouth perfection. I was just like,
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I'm thinking about vacationing in Uruguay now.
Commercials, and then I got last June, end of May, beginning of June. My manager sent me a script. She said you an audition for a movie, and it's funny because I read they sent me a couple scenes for this audition. I read the scenes, and it said this character was like, she looks like she's lived a hard life. And I was like,
Is that wait. You're like,
I was like, well,
you weren't first refusal on that one, was you?
no, I called my manager. I said, hold up.
Fuck you!
I said, I've gone into this casting person before. She's seen me. She's seen me in my bubbly self, whatever. Can I go and look at a little beat up, a little rough? She's like, sure, go for it. So, I mean, I would never normally do this, but I went into this audition, with a scarf on and, holes in my clothes. And I had stayed up for several hours, and I was crying, and I had done my makeup, so I had, these really dark circles. I looked terrible. And they walk in, I'm like, and, so I do the first round of the audition, and I'm reading it. It's like mother, dropping her son off in Philadelphia. And I'm like, okay. And then later on, it says something about, and he finds out his father is a cowboy. And I'm like, all right, sure. And then in the back of my head somewhere, I'm like, there's a cowboy movie shooting in Philadelphia, Idris Elba, something. And I'm like, sure. But I didn't,
Yeah.
So I do the first audition, and then I get a call back. And at that point, I'm seeing more stuff in the news in Phillies. Idris Elba shooting a cowboy movie in Philadelphia starting this summer. And I'm like, that's strange. My movie's about it. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, so I'm thinking this is the same movie, but he's clearly not going to be the 15-year-old boy because why would he be? And I'm like, so I think he's the dad, the cowboy. I think this is the mom. And I'm like,
they haven't filled you on anything, have they?
They're gonna seriously consider me though, because who am I? I've done theater and not even super exceptional theater. I have no film credits. Who am I? They're just gonna be like, okay, maybe they're looking for a stand-in for Kerry Washington or or Zoe Saldana or something. That's what I was thinking. So I was like, all right, I'll go back in. I'll do my thing. I go in. I do the second round. And I leave, and then I get another call back. And at that point, they're like, no, Liz, the director would like to meet with you. He likes you a lot, and he wants you. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, at that point, I started freaking out just a little bit.
Were you like, I would be working with the sexiest man alive 2018? Woo!
Like, there's no way. So I'm like, I don't want to get my hopes up, but, that's weird. So I go in the third time and I meet the director, and he's just sweet as pie. Ricky Staub, he's wonderful.
Staub?
And I just felt,
His last name's Staub.
About it. And
There's lots of Staubs out there. Staub. Yep. Is his AAB or is it AUB?
Mine fucking blow.
AUB.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm AAB.
Yeah, he's an AA.
I've got a. I've got a.
Not that he'd ever go to AA.
I've got a skateboarder.
Again.
I've got a skateboarder relative. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. This is his first feature film also. He's done a short film before this, but, that's one of the things we kind of bonded on was the fact that it's our first.
Hey, Scoot.
But yeah, I did the last audition. I felt really good about it, and I left, and then the next day I got a call, and they were like, it's yours. And I was just like, holy crap, what? It just didn't, sink in. And then I just immediately started panicking. I'm like, I have to be on a horse.
Right.
With Idris Elba. How did this happen?
Now, do you picture you two galloping off into the sunset
Well, I pictured him galloping off into the sunset and me sort of just falling off the horse. I had never been on one prior, and in fact, I called them 3 days after they called me to tell me I got it.
You'll learn.
Did you get to kiss him?
Do I have to get on a horse? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, can I go to horse camp? They were like, yeah. Because I guess we all kind of forgot, she doesn't do this. She's never done this.
She's never been on a horse.
So I had to do that. I mean, it was
But it's fun, isn't it? Did you enjoy being? I loved horse riding. I love horse riding. Did you love it?
First of all, horses. What beautiful, majestic.
Oh, they're majestic creatures. They're fantastic.
And they're huge, and anytime they can kick you.
Unless they're assholes, because horses got personalities. They've got personalities. You can meet one that's just the most loving. It's they think they're a cuddle dog. They want to get up in your lap. And then you got the other one who almost kicked me right in the dick. I mean, it was just right off to the side. Oh, yeah. I mean, I was 9, and I walked behind this horse, and it just hammered me. I was like, God! And Dad took me into the barn, and he, pulled down my pants because he thought I got, just destroyed.
Wait, hang on. Is there something else you want to tell me about this? Your dad's got you in a barn.
I won't go any further.
Is this your worst holiday?
Dad used to take me into a barn quite a few times. But I made that up. He didn't. But I tell you, you do not want to be kicked by a horse.
I mean, they're
Hey, Nick,
gigantic.
Amy.
Like the one that I trained on happened to be the one that I got to ride in the movie, which was thank
Right.
God. But ours, like,
Give me-
so.
Give me one quick second here. We're talking to Liz Priestley. She's an actress. She's a pianist. She's she's fantastic. She's a violinist, and
Opera
she's got a movie coming out called Concrete Cowboy with Idris Elba, and which was the sexiest man in 2020.
It was like 18.
2018. Yeah. She's absolutely lovely. If you're just joining us, that's who we're talking to. Anyway, back to you, baby.
No, I was gonna say, the horse I ended up riding, and actually, when I got there, they said, you're gonna have to be on it with someone, and I said, well, Idris, and they were like, no.
No. We're gonna put somebody in a green costume, and they had green.
This is gonna be Idris's stand-in.
Caleb, and I was like, oh, okay, and so I had to, train with two people on the horse, and ours was, it was a decent sized horse, but then on the actual day on set, Idris's horse was in, I think, the War Horse movie. So it's one of those big,
really? That horse is massive.
huge.
That was a crazy movie.
Idris had a big one? Really? Doesn't surprise me.
Huge one.
I'm not into guys, but if I was, he'd be the type of guy I'd be into.
Are we still talking about a horse?
But yeah, it was a little intimidating, and you can't be nervous around horses, or they sense it, and then they get nervous and they try to throw you something.
Right.
I was really
Yeah.
just
Yeah, you got to be very confident around a horse.
Yeah, I was like, it's massive, but
I usually intimidate him. I like unzip and show him, before I, yeah, check that out, horse.
I'm allergic, and Caleb is allergic, and Idris is allergic. So all three of us, every take we're sneezing.
You're all allergic of horses?
Yeah, we're all allergic to horses.
That's fantastic.
Something you probably didn't know,
I was like, don't tell anyone that I'm allergic. I don't want to get fired. And then Idris was like, I'm allergic. I was like, oh, really? I'm allergic too, everybody. It's a bad.
Fire me, you gotta fire him. Fire me, you gotta fire him. Fire me, you gotta fire him.
That's the outline of my journey to my film debut, which we filmed last August 2019, and as of this past Monday, found out that it is officially going to Netflix. So,
yes, I read that. I read that.
Yeah, so
Good for you.
I have been waiting over. It's at the point now where people that I know are like, they're like, so did you really do this movie, or did you Photoshop those pictures? They so long, and I'm like, no.
Well, now you can look at all of them and be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you,
You're
fuck you,
cool.
you're cool, fuck you.
Nothing gracious, but I'm gonna be, you'll see my Facebook post the day it debuts.
That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. That's great. Yeah. That's exciting.
Living the dream. Yay! I wish you all could see her. She's so much fun. She's like, God, she's adorable.
That's me in a nutshell. So just imagine me around.
Here's me in a nutshell.
I'm
in a
to, like,
nutshell.
fangirl out.
Yeah.
It was such a challenge because this is my personality. So when you're around someone who's famous, who probably gets this all the time,
Yeah.
like, not to be this, I'm just sitting here like,
Yeah. I'm trying to be. I'm cool.
just bouncing.
So how you doing today?
This
Man.
movie is gonna it's gonna open up so many opportunities for you. I think
I hope so.
I think it will. I really think it does.
I didn't realize that it wasn't out, and
Yeah.
I busted my ass to find that fucking movie. I'm like, it's gotta be. I'm looking on Amazon, I'm looking on Netflix, I'm Googling it, and then I finally realized it's not out yet. So I'm like, I gotta research this. I gotta research this movie.
Just it's been such torture waiting. The only clip I've seen of it, besides the official one that they released in September when it went to the Toronto Film Festival.
Right.
A couple months after we wrapped, I had to go back in and record some additional dialogue, and so I saw
Stevie?
about 10 seconds of my scene, and that's all I've seen. But it was enough to make me like burst into tears, like full on in the studio. It was like, oh my god!
And everybody that's just joining us, we're talking to Liz Priestley. She's got a movie coming out called Concrete Cowboy with Idris Elba, and she's a singer, a dancer, she's a pianist and a violinist. She's fantastic. So anyway, go ahead, keep going.
That's basically it. I got to work with.
Hey, Amy.
Yeah, sex event. I told him this story too. I said a year prior, I was out for a weekend. I took myself to the movies, and movie tavern. I loved where you could lay back and have a cocktail and watch my movie. I'm all for it. So
Yeah.
I was at movie tavern. Yeah.
No, holy shit! Method Man's in that movie too.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I missed the.
Did you get to hang out with Method Man?
I met him. I had a 20-minute conversation with him, and then got back to my car and was putting on my seatbelt and was like, "That was Method Man." Conversation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think he's gonna impress a lot of people in this
Andy.
movie too. A lot of people don't, they think of him as an actor.
I've seen him. I've seen every movie he's been in.
No,
Yeah,
he's a solid actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
Yeah.
yeah. We got a pretty solid
He-
cast.
was he,
Jarrell Jerome from When They See Us. It was so funny because when he won his Emmy for that, we were all still like, we were all at home and we were watching the Emmys and he won, and it was like, we're all in a group text. It was like, oh my God. It added like even more credibility to our movie. So
Right.
yeah, we have a good group. I mean,
No, you got a solid cast. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be on Netflix. It's called Concrete Cowboy. Do we know when it's gonna release, dear?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, but keep your eyes out for it. It's called Concrete Cowboy. It's gonna be on Netflix. So all right. It's time to hit us with a story, something embarrassing or funny that happened to you.
She
in fact,
hung out with Method Man.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Well, that wasn't.
Yeah.
That's an encounter. That doesn't fucking matter. No. I want to hear about the time you shit your pants or something. You gotta like really bring it out. What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
Oh, the most embarrassing? Oh my gosh, I've had so many. You guys.
Steve's got dial.
Steve's got
I know.
dialogue.
I'm just saying. I'm like literally running through. No, I was thinking because before when I was preparing, I was like, okay, I got to think of a holiday from hell. Like I got to think of a trip that we took that was just awful. I did think of several of those.
All right. Well, we'll take all of them.
Okay, so, the most recent one, before the pandemic hit, my two best friends, we've known each other since kindergarten. So we decided to celebrate our 30th year of friendship, and we took a trip to Miami for a few days. We're like, let's just go lay on the beach and drink, and we'll have a great time.
What's your go-to drink?
If you're in Miami, it's got to be a mojito.
Mine's anything in the bottle.
No, but you know what,
Okay.
though? I had a lot of very colorful cocktails in Miami, but my go-to drink is probably just a mix of, like, whiskey and ginger ale. Like, it's
Yeah, that's good.
There you go. That a girl. What's your whiskey?
anything that's on sale right now.
If I could fist bump you right now, I would absolutely fist bump you right now.
I know, right?
Yep,
No, right
bam.
now in my kitchen I have Rebel Yell, but if something else is on sale next week, I'll probably get that. As long as it tastes like gasoline, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you're mixing it. It doesn't matter. If you're mixing it, it really doesn't matter,
I mean, with some ginger ale, you can make it work. But anyway, no, so we decided to do that. And it was like, from the very beginning, everything that could go wrong went wrong. The night before we were supposed to leave, we all met at my friend's house. We were going to sleep there and then go to the airport the next day. And at 8 o'clock at night, our flight was canceled. So we were like, now what are we going to do? And I was having a fight with my boyfriend at the time. So I was like, well, I'm not going home. I will spend the weekend in your apartment if it comes to that.
Yeah, fuck that guy. You should cheat with me.
We're gonna go somewhere. We tried to buy tickets to New Orleans,
Neil.
to Los Angeles, to I forget what the third place was, but nothing was doing. And then finally, at about 6 a.m., we finally got 3 last-minute tickets to Miami. We had like 2 hours to get to the airport.
I am Miami.
So we're fighting traffic the whole way. Then on the way down, my other friend gets a call from her boyfriend that his car has been impounded. So he's stuck.
What?
We're like, we're on the way to the airport. We cannot help you.
You're fucked.
We've gone too far.
I love you very much, but you're fucked.
You
So.
gotta stay. Yeah. So I'm also a nervous flyer. So we get there with like barely any time to spare. We get on the plane. I immediately start having like the panic attack of all panic attacks because it was like the running and the rushing and
Right.
being in a closed space.
Right.
So I start flipping out. So my friend,
You gotta love the closed spaces and the hyperventilating with the cold sweats.
And after about an hour, my legs start hurting.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no.
Something's wrong. Am I having a heart attack? No, it's a stroke. Wait, is it an aneurysm? What does an aneurysm feel like? Fuck, I don't know. What is going on with me?
Let me Google it.
Somebody give me some vodka.
So my other friend opens her suitcase. She just starts throwing pills at me. She's like,
Here,
Try one of
eat
these.
this.
I take the blue one every morning.
I usually take 4, but you should take 1.
She's like, here. I go to sleep. We get to Miami. We get to the airport. We get our stuff. We get to the hotel, and immediately we're like, let's go down to the hotel bar. They had an outdoor, seating area. Let's get a drink because this already just the trip down was horrible. So we go. We get a table outside. Literally, we get our cocktails. We clink glasses, and then all of a sudden we hear bam, 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 bam.
What?
And everybody around us drops to the deck, and we're the 3 going, what's happening?
Oh, God. There was a drive-by?
Drive-by?
It was a drive-by. Down
In Bonimo, Miami?
past our thing. Like, you see the car, and then 2 seconds later, you see 4 cop cars going, and we're like,
She's holding her glass up like this, going.
She hears pew, pew, pew.
I mean, I felt like such a bad Philadelphian that I stayed up and upright and did not hit the deck. Like, that should be in my
What are you?
But,
You're from Philly?
I'm from Philly.
You guys throw batteries at your own fucking teammates. Like, no wonder you didn't drop. It's like Philly. You're like, fuck it, I'm from Philly. You know what? I almost got hit by a battery one time too. Whatever.
I guess I thought because I was in Miami, I don't know. It's
You
just,
felt safe. In Miami, you feel safe.
I mean, have you ever seen Bad Boys? A lot of shit happens in Miami.
But yeah, I don't know what happened. I should have been smarter about it. But so we went to sleep. The next day, my friend realizes that of the 3 suitcases she bought, the one with all the pills is missing. So we're like, what?
What?
So we go back to the airport, and they're like, we don't have it. And I'm like,
Your pills?
No, you understand. My friend brought a lot of pills with me.
They
Need
should
them
have bought
back.
some pills. We need those pills
Yeah,
back.
now.
We really, really need those pills back.
It was dire. So
Yeah.
we do the thing. They'll call us if it's located. We're like, let's just go to the beach. Let's
Yeah, we can get some pills from a guy from the beach.
Do you
That's
know
what
any
you're thinking.
local street pharmacists? That's
Exactly.
what you should have said.
drinks in us, and they'll call us about the bag. We're like, okay. So we go. We get a cabana on the beach. We're drinking. I mean, literally, like just knocking them. It was so fun. And then I'm like, I am gonna go in the water for 5 minutes and just cool off. Well, what happened
And pee.
was,
You're going to go in there and pee. That's what you're going to do. You're going in there to pee.
Yep. I went
Yeah.
out for an hour. And an hour later, I get out and my friends are like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm totally. Like, just all over over the beach. Just
Yeah, oh, you just started throwing up.
everybody, like, everyone saw. It was like awful. So then we go back to the hotel, and I'm messed up for like the rest of the day. They did finally find my friend's suitcase. Meanwhile, her boyfriend, so now this is boyfriend number 3, her boyfriend decides that's the time to throw a hissy fit about some reason or other. So they break up while we're there. So now it's become a, okay, we're going to cheer you up weekend.
Oh, good. At least there's drama. You know, I'm really disappointed when there's not enough drama on a vacation.
I was like, we're only here for 3 days.
Yeah, no shit. It's like, I'm breaking up. Good. Get the fuck out and go away. Don't talk to us anymore. Just go the fuck away so we can party.
Horrible. So then now it's like, no, Liz, you can't lay down because you feel sick. We need to go back down to the bar and get totally wasted because this just happened.
Yeah, more.
Right.
So I'm like, okay.
Liz, more.
More. That's what Liz needs right now is more.
So we're doing that, and I'm just like, it's literally like every 2 rounds, I'm just excusing myself to the bathroom to just puke it back.
You got a puke and rally every time.
Isn't it wonderful, though, when you're on vacation? Doesn't matter where you're at. If you're on vacation, you can always find a second or third wind anywhere, you know, like just that I can go, I can keep doing this.
I can keep doing it.
Yeah, you can be hungover as fuck, and then the next day you're just like, yeah, let's start drinking again.
The secret is hydration. You just need to keep drinking water in between. Say you throw up, slam some water, go back to it.
Yeah.
It was really bad. And then, so meanwhile, the first friend with the boyfriend with the impounded car, he finally calls back. He's like, he tried to go get the car back. They wouldn't give it to him because of some kind of, I don't know. And he's like, I really need you to come back. The car's in your name. She's like, I'm in Miami. You got
I'm in Miami.
I'm in Miami,
you
bitch.
Want me to fly to Philly? Well, you want me to fly to Philly and straighten this shit out?
I'm down here hanging out with Snooki and JWoww.
How fucking dumb are you?
So then my boyfriend calls.
People not in tune with reality.
Yeah, I'm totally wasted trying to talk to him, and
I love drunk girl. I love drunk girl explanation. She's. First of all, First of all, and then you're not gonna. She ain't your.
It's the slappy listen. Let me tell you about yourself.
Mm.
You're right, not all that stuff you would never normally say. So we have a fight.
All right, just real quick. I'm going to promote you again. I got to give me a second. I got to promote you again. We were talking to Liz Priestley. She's an actress, violinist, pianist. She's got a movie coming out with Idris Elba, and they're going to be. Did I say that right?
What the hell
God
did you
damn
say?
it! You know,
Idris Elba.
Hey, here's the vodka. All right. So anyway, she's got a movie coming out called Concrete Cowboy. It's going to be. How did I fuck up his name?
It's gonna be
How did I
coming.
fuck up
It's
his
gonna
name?
be coming out to Netflix. You guys need to see it.
Yeah, no
You need to
release
see
date
it.
yet, but hang on. But you got to watch it. It's called Concrete Cowboy. And anyway, back to you, Liz.
So anyway, the
Elba.
weekend ended with
It's
3
Elba,
breakups, 1 car lost, 1 suitcase lost, 1 totally wasted friend, 2 very sober friends. And that plane ride back was a nightmare because no pills. So
No pills.
and
No
we were
pills.
all just like dreading going home because we were all single on that plane ride back, and hungover, and no pills.
You know what? That's a successful. You know what? That's a successful weekend. You came back single.
I came back to, we didn't all stay single. We did not stay
I'm
none of us
not
did.
saying you didn't. Not saying you didn't.
No, but it was like, really? You
Hey,
too?
John.
You too? And
You too?
live with him too?
You
Yep.
too?
My friend finally got annoyed with the car situation. She was like, I cannot help you from here.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
You're in Miami. He's in Philly. What the fuck do you want me to do?
Like, we couldn't do anything. And then, yeah.
Did you ever watch I Dream of Jeannie?
I can't believe you spent all this money to go on vacation and now you're drunk. And I was like, fuck you. And
Fuck
then,
you. Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
drunk. You're
You're
drunk.
drunk. Fuck you. You're drunk too.
and then the other one was just like, I lost my bag. I don't have my pills. And the guy was like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. I'm from here. And they had a fight and they broke up. And I was just like, it was a horrible plane ride back to Philadelphia. It was silent between the three of us. Move too much or I will lose it. Like, it was
Yeah, that's actually the great part of the end of that weekend is like you're just spent. Like when you got three friends with you and you're all just spent and your head's just hanging low and the cart comes by and they go, drinks? You go, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
I know. When the drinks cart went by, I was like, hell yes, yes.
I had a girl.
Something to make the paper away. I was so like, yes. So, yeah.
We love Liz.
It was a fun trip, but also it was like we got together like 2 weeks after that, and we were sitting there, and I just was like, "Yo, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong." She's like, basically.
Basically.
True. True.
Yeah. But I mean, when I was thinking of Trip from Hell stories, I had originally asked my family. I was like, I need some Trip from Hell stories. They were like, talk about the time you got lost on the beach, or the time you had to sleep on a tire, or talk about
Wait, back up. Okay, you had me at tire.
No, we were driving down. We always go to the same place. My family. It's an island in North Carolina. It's 80 miles from the Outer Banks. It's actually closer to South Carolina, but it's a teeny tiny little island called Ocean Isle Beach. And we go there. We've been going there for 40 something years. And this one trip when I was a kid, we used to have a 9-seater van because I have 5 sisters. So
Oh, wow. Oh, your poor dad. No shit. Oh, God. I've got one 13-year-old. No fucking way.
I honestly think my dad had
You need to pin a saint pin on that man. The guardian saint of all daughters or whatever, man. But that's... Yeah, no. You go up to that man and you kiss him on the cheek and hug him as hard as you can.
Did your parents keep trying for a boy?
Holy shit.
No, this one's a girl. Nah, this one's a girl.
It's not a water slide, lady.
Whenever, stuff got really bad, or we'd, because you know how girls are when we fight, he would just be like,
No, what do you
you
mean?
need to settle this amongst yourselves. I'm going to play golf. And he and we'd just be like, amongst ourselves, he'd come back 18 holes later and be like, is it settled? Is it settled? Is it settled?
If not, I'm going back. I'm going back right now.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he had a built-in escape. The rest of us, you had to learn how to, fend for yourself early.
No.
But
I keep them all upstairs, and then I go downstairs and drink scotch and smoke cigars. That's what I do.
Exactly.
The rule is, don't come down.
Exactly.
You don't come down. Unless the wife says,
No, upstairs is for fighting.
yeah,
Upstairs,
yep. I need you to handle this. And then I go upstairs and I do that. Whatever the fuck is going on.
I'm telling you. And then everybody giving him sympathy. I'm telling you, it's the biggest trick. It's amazing. But no, so we have this giant van.
It's not. We have wives. We have to hear it. We have to really, and then they ask our advice. So we have to tolerate that. Like when you guys are gone, the wife is like, and then, and we're like, oh, God damn it. Kids don't see that shit. They don't see the wife in the husband's ears. And then,
And it was a loud household. I'll say that. It was
Yeah.
really loud.
Yeah.
And we all played instruments. Like, I'm not the only
Dad
one.
was never there. Yes, he was, with your mom. We got to hear the replay.
That's so funny. Yeah. 2:30 in the morning.
Oh,
It
no.
was like early mid-90s, so
Yeah.
there was no place where we could go for like several hours. So we had to like pull over by the side of the road, and we had to sleep in the van. And then we finally got it to mechanic. We got a tire put on, but it was like we had this tire and we didn't know what to do with it. So my dad was like, put it in the back, put it in the back. And that was where my sister and we had set up kind of like a sleeping area. So the tire went under the sleeping area, so we had to take turns sleeping in the tire. Like, I think about it now, I'm like, good thing we didn't get pulled over. I'm pretty sure what we did was very illegal and also very unsafe.
This doesn't sound normal, Dad.
No, you weren't going anywhere. You were inside the tire.
Yeah, this doesn't sound normal, is all I'm saying.
Sure, I'll sleep on a tire. Yeah.
Where am I to sleep? Sleep in the tire. What the fuck? What? That doesn't sound... When's the last time you heard and she slept in the tire? Dad, when did you hear that the last time?
Actually, it wasn't as uncomfortable as you would think. It's just weirdly shaped, but it's kind of like a natural crevice that you could just kind of sit in. It was just weird. Because I was like, really, there's no other place we could put this? And they were like, no, it's got to go in the back. But I mean, yeah, my family was hilarious. They were like, remember the time my nephew stepped on a jellyfish, and I had just seen that episode of Friends where they were talking.
Oh,
about
yeah.
So I peed on his foot in the middle of the beach.
You peed on his foot.
Absolutely nothing.
It doesn't do anything. Yeah, no, that's a lie. That doesn't do anything.
Really?
Yeah. So when I was a kid, well, actually, I was with my buddy Brad. His family moved down to Georgia because there was jobs back in the 80s, and there was like a huge recession going on. And plug that in. The other end.
Yes, master.
Other end.
No, it's this
Is
end.
it that end?
Are you high?
I might be. Not saying I'm not. I don't get
I know how to plug a phone in.
I don't get it. So anyway, the big point is I don't get high. So anyway, growing up like in the 80s and on Sundays, the only thing you ever heard was Jacques Cousteau going like, "This is the deadly manivore jellyfish. To sting you is death."
Yes.
And they're like, "Whoa!" Like they back off from and shit like that. So I thought all jellyfish were deadly. Yeah. So I'm like 17 years old. I'm down on Tybee Island in Georgia. And anyway, they were talking about they're like, "Hey, watch out for the jellyfish." And I'm like, whatever. Look at all these people in the water, So I go swimming and I'm having a great time and everything. And I'm like laying on my back. And actually I found a $1 bill, just floating in the water. I'm like, yeah, score. This is... And all of a sudden, it felt like 100 hornets hit my leg. It was like, wham! And I'm like, fuck, it's a jellyfish! And I go screaming out of the water. I got stuck by a jellyfish. I'm gonna die. Everybody's looking at me like I'm an idiot. And I'm wondering why the fuck doesn't these people care about me? I'm gonna die. I'm about to die. So I'm taking wet sand and I'm pecking it on my leg, thinking as it dries, it might suck out the poison. And I'm like, God, nobody cares. And this lady behind me, she taps me on the shoulder and she goes, "Put this on it, honey." And it said jellyfish gel. And I go, and I'm unscrewing. I'm like, "This will cure me?" She's like, Yeah, that'll cure you. And I'm like, "Oh God, thank you. Oh, thank you, lady. Oh God, thank you." And I'm just smearing it on my leg. I think I'm gonna die. Turns out, they don't kill you unless they are the Man of War jellyfish. So,
it's only a jellyfish you can find in Australia.
It's just that one or the ones in Australia. Yeah.
But it hurts. I know it hurts.
Oh yeah. It hurt like a bitch.
If you step on them, it'll it'll still sting.
Oh, it hurt like a bitch. Yeah.
I've never had that experience. Want to know
Oh
why?
God, it's yeah, they hit you hard.
No, I have never had that experience because I don't go in the ocean with sketchy sea beasts at all. Everything and anything in the ocean will kill you. Swear to God.
No,
Swear to God, it will.
No. Oceans are awesome.
Oceans are great. I grew up swimming. I love it, and I love the water. And my daughter's the same way. So it's like I'll still go in it, but I have noticed the older I get, the more nervous I am about certain things. I'm like,
Hey, you watch Shark Week?
Shark Week. I'm telling you, that was like the worst thing I could have done to myself. Is start getting that every year, because now, and we usually go on vacation in August, so that's always in the back of my head because that's in July. So in August, I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm in the water. Okay, but just dorsal fins.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good, guys. It's scary. I mean, it's scary anymore. And you hear about attacks happening, and people act like
Yeah, there's like so few though. Like think about how many people are actually swimming in the ocean, and then you think about like one shark attack. Like
That's
you
true.
got a better chance of hitting the lottery than actually getting bitten by a shark. But yeah,
That's true.
so everybody, we are talking to Liz Priestley.
That dumb idiot. Knowing my luck though, I would be that dumb idiot.
Yeah,
that
I agree with
got
you.
bitten by a shark.
I agree with you.
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
They would smell me. They'd be like, "This is the guy that's afraid of us. We're gonna get him this time."
You know,
Okay.
I like the guy that said saying shark infested waters is like saying human infested houses. like you're in there. You went into their house, man. You're in their fucking house.
That's
You're
true.
in their house, you're in their yard. You're in
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're like shark infested waters. It's like human infested houses. If a shark showed up at your house and came in and you killed it, would the shark report say, well, he was swimming in their house?
Yeah,
Just saying.
exactly. I get it. I mean, we're on
Yeah.
their turf.
Yeah, you're on their
Yeah.
turf. We're the guests.
The sharks are probably talking to
And
each
if
other.
we fuck up their house, they're gonna bite us.
Yeah.
But I'm not fucking up their house though. I'm in there.
You know what?
I'm gonna dip, like, 30 seconds, I'm out.
Liz, did you pee in the ocean?
No.
You did too. Everybody peed in the
You
ocean.
peed in their house.
And now,
You pissed in their house, Liz. You pissed in their house.
The sharks are probably talking to other sharks like, "Hey, why'd you bite him? Oh, he kicked me."
Yeah, well, he's peeing in my living room.
I mean, that would be a reason to fight someone, I suppose. No, on principle. My oldest sister did that to me one year. Where she knew I was like down current.
Mm.
Peed. And I was like,
Did that just get warm?
Because of that, I'm like, I don't do it because I'm just like, God, that was horrible. It's horrible. You know exactly what's happening. It's not like you can be like, this is something else.
Why is that water warm all of a sudden?
It's so gross. I was like,
That's fantastic. So Liz Priestley is with us, and she's fantastic. She's got a movie coming out called Concrete Cowboys with Idris
Elbow.
Elba. There it is. Yeah, as I drink more, I can say less. But she's absolutely lovely. She's a pianist. She's a violinist, and she is an actress. She
Opera
is
singer.
Opera singer. I'm gonna have her.
I think you said she was a dancer earlier, and I'm like, no, she didn't say she was dancing.
I haven't been a dancer in years.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's on your credentials.
Okay.
I used to be.
Right. I'm gonna have her do the. I'm gonna have her do the backup to Afatuna by Carl Olaf here in just a moment. So. Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers.
Yeah, good
I
luck.
know stuff. That's right.
Yeah.
So,
Good luck.
good luck.
That's what Masa does. High school teachers from after his 20-year class reunion. I know stuff,
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
I know stuff. Okay.
I buried him.
Yeah.
I absolutely buried him. So anyway, all right, you've got the floor again. Tell us all about you, my dear, and We're gonna wrap this up. You, by the way, you are welcome back anytime. You are
We can tell you
adorable.
got way more stories.
Oh my gosh.
Don't get too famous for us, okay?
Yeah, don't get too famous
Just
for us.
remember the little guys.
I promise.
No, actually, she's doing it right. She should forget us. Yeah, I hope that for you. I hope that you can forget us. This is what I hope for you, Liz, is that you're that famous and that good that you can forget who the fuck were those guys. Anyway, so you got the platform again.
And a quick shout out, Chris Crickman,
Harold Drazinski,
best chef
John
in the
Gordon.
LA Valley. He's gonna have my chicken fried steak ready for me here in about a half hour. Shout out Chris Crickman, Jack's Tap. All right. He told me to give a shout out, so I just texted the cook. I didn't even call the restaurant. I just texted the chef. I said, "Hey, I want the chicken fried steak
It's
tonight."
chicken fried steak, and you called him a chef?
He's a chef.
What?
This is like bougie ass chicken fried steak, bro.
Bougie ass chicken fried steak.
Yeah, it is. I swear to God.
What makes it bougie though?
I love something that you can get at 3 o'clock in the morning after a fucking drunk. Like,
Yeah.
I'll have the chicken fried steak.
Well,
I'll ask the chef.
it's made with love.
It's made with love. Did he come in it?
Well, if the gravy's white, maybe. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you, because I've had a couple of people on podcasts ask me about this, but I'm from here, so it doesn't count. What are your feelings on Philly cheesesteaks?
Love it.
I make the best one.
But what kind of cheese?
What kind of meat do I use? Okay, I don't use steakums. Okay, what I do is I freeze.
I use roast beef,
I freeze a steak.
thin sliced roast beef.
I get a thick cut steak and I freeze it most of the way, and then I shave it with a knife, and that's how I do it.
What kind of cheese?
Oh, I do like the cheese whiz, but that's how they do it. There's a
Compressed canned cheese.
cheese whiz or provolone's the other cheese that they use in there, right?
That's
Yeah.
That's an authentic Philly cheesesteak.
I actually mix
Hey,
Swiss.
cheese whiz.
I mix Swiss with mayonnaise, and I use grilled onions and peppers, green peppers and onions, and I slob that all together, and I mix it all together with the roast beef, and then I slap it on a grilled brioche bun.
What are the two?
Wow, you guys do it differently. Okay, all right. Grilled brioche bun.
I don't fuck around.
I
I
thought-
make food.
I thought I thought they do the yellow cheese there too.
Whiz. They do whiz.
Whiz.
Authentic.
Yeah,
an
whiz.
authentic
Yeah, that's what I meant. Whiz
cheesesteak.
cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, an authentic Philly cheesesteak. So technically, it doesn't have peppers or onions on it. It's made with cheese whiz on an Amoroso roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. But I hate cheese whiz. I think cheese whiz is like a crime. Cheese should not come out of a can. I don't know
Unless you're
how-
putting it on chicken and a biscuit.
No, but how?
Oh, chicken and a biscuit and cheese whiz? That's the shit.
I will take real cheese any day. But yeah, I like mine with provolone, and I like fried onions. Occasionally, I'll put mayo on there. I know, that's
Fried onions
Yeah.
and green peppers. And then
Yeah.
I use Swiss cheese and mayonnaise, and I melt that together with the onions and the peppers and then the meat, and then I slap it on that bun.
I like just the ooey gooiness
with
of it.
it's
Yeah.
buttered grilled bun. It's a buttered grilled bun.
I like a chewy bread with my cheesesteaks. Oh yeah, God, you're making me so hungry. I'm glad my food's
So I got to give a shout out to my brother Alan, who is you can find him on Alan Williams on YouTube, but you can also find him on Daddy Daughter Eat Weird Food Combinations. He was just on my show the other day. It was fantastic. We did the one chip challenge. If you want to see somebody melt, it was Alan. No. So anyway, I still had after 5 minutes, I still had tears running down the side of my face.
Alan, I heard
That
you.
shit
I heard you
was-
were worse than me. So
Yeah. That was
I
fucking
couldn't
hot.
do that again.
He was actually, his teeth were chattering, and he's shaking. That shit was hot.
Yeah, I'm a big foodie. I love food, but yeah, that's the food that Philly's known for, and I think cheese whiz is just a crime. But everything else, I'm in. But I had a couple people asking me like, oh, so do you like Philly cheesesteaks? And I said, yeah, just not with whiz. I like frozen.
Just not with Wiz. See, you should not say. You shouldn't say I like anything with Wiz.
No Wiz.
Yeah, Wizless. I'm gonna go Wizless on this one.
That's how my niece pronounces my name. She's 3.
Oh,
Aunt Wiz.
Cute.
Aunt Wiz.
Hi, Wiz. I'm like, hi, Vivian. She's so sassy. Or no, she's 4. Now, she's so funny. If I make fun of her even a little bit, she'll be like, stop it, Wiz. And I go, stop it, Vivian. I was a child.
That's adorable.
That's adorable. That is adorable.
But it's my favorite thing in the world to hear her be like, stop it, Wiz. I'm like, who's Wiz? Who you call Wiz?
I love the side of your head. Are those hearts that you got shaved into there? Oh, those are. You kept turning, and I'm like, yes, I think those are.
That's a barrette.
Yeah, my daughter got these for me. She's
Oh.
like, Mom, she ordered some. This is her first Amazon order. She's 13, so.
Oh.
First
Have her
time
go through my
ordering
website.
Amazon. And she used her gift card on me.
Aw, that's
She tried to do
nice.
things for herself, and then she got me these barrettes. I was like, thank you.
That's nice. They look great. They look great.
Thank you.
And you're lovely.
I know I'm in between a hairstyle right now. Like I don't normally. I like to have my hair, longer and up.
Yeah.
Dramatic. And it's very short now, and I'm like, oh, I don't. Oh, okay. Anybody who knows me well knows I love big hair. I usually have very big hair. I love,
My wife is a redhead and just as Caucasian as you can get. I mean, she's Irish. She's like, and loves black people's hair. She's like, I want that. I want that hair. I want that hair. She's like, every time she sees that puffed out, especially like with the ponytail, the pigtails, like all the, she's just like, God damn it, I want that hair.
Black hair has such a cool texture. I have white sisters. I'm adopted. So
Yeah.
my sisters growing up, I was always like fascinated with the long, straightness of their hair. And then as I got older, I'm like, no, but this is awesome. Like if I brush this straight up, it'll stay there. That's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I could do tricks with this.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so here's what my sister-in-law did. And my sister-in-law, God bless her. She's
still with us.
There's no way to describe the shit she does. So she goes into the hair color section, and she grabs a box from the black section, and we obviously have 2 different styles of hair, and absolutely fried the fuck out of her. Like I'll just took it off because black hair it's oval, it's hardier, just absolutely just fried it.
Left it in too long.
And she's like, and my wife's like, Roxy, what's on the box? She's like, well, there's a nice black lady on the front with the blonde hair, and this.
I have burned all my hair out. I mean, I didn't, but when I was younger, my mom would do like at-home relaxers.
Ooh.
Yeah, we burned my hair all off once. And I wore my head shaved down for like 6 years.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, but it was nice. People really liked it, but it was like, I kid you not, on a daily basis, at least once a day, someone would be like, either, where are you from? Or just directly, are you from Africa?
Oh,
I stepped off the boat.
Like,
pretty specific. Why do you ask?
what the fuck do you mean? I'm from Africa.
No, I'm from West
Hello?
Philadelphia.
Are
born
you
and
from
raised.
fucking Jersey? Are you from fucking Alabama?
Yeah, they wanted me to turn around and just be like, well, you are Atlanta, just get me off the boat today. From Philly. I am from Philly.
Oh my god. That was a great impersonation, by the
Oh,
way.
shut up and go vote for fucking Trump, you moron.
All right,
Okay.
let's wrap this
All right,
up.
we gotta wrap it up. All right. Again, all about you. Tell us all about you, where we can find you. Tell us. I wish you could tell us when you're going to release, but I know.
All I know is they said early next year. So, but Steve Joyner on Mutual Fund.
Yep.
We've been speculating that means January or February. So I'm hoping January.
Well,
February.
I like a good speculation because it makes for a better story later.
I mean, right. But see, the thing is, I speculated back in August 2019 that this was going to go to Netflix before the pandemic was even a thing.
I usually expectorate.
Expectorate?
Yeah, that's spit.
But yeah, I'll keep you posted on the release date. I don't know, just Netflix. But in terms of where to find me, I have a very small social media presence. Basically, the two best ways to find me would be on imdb.com under Liz Priestley. And then under Facebook under Liz Priestley. That's it. I don't have a
Wow.
Insta or Snapchat. I mean, really.
Get on it.
I don't have a Snappa, Insta Snappa. I don't have that.
I would literally be taking pictures of these hair barrettes, being like,
I love your hair barrettes.
you know.
And as always, we've been talking to Liz Priestley. She's fantastic. She's beautiful. And she's got a movie coming out on Netflix called Concrete Cowboy with Idris Elba. There he goes. I know I can do it. You know what I should do? I should drink more. Before these episodes. And with that being said, the device is in your hand. So all you have to do is like, love, and subscribe to our show. God, look at her. She's still laughing. You didn't know that you could have a host that's dumb, but you can. So. Elba, Idris Elba, Idris. It doesn't matter. Tomato. Anyway. But she's absolutely lovely. Look her up on IMDb, Liz Priestley. She's fantastic. And you're going to have to hang out after we hang up with all this other stuff. And you can find us everywhere. Really on every platforms. Even ones I don't even know I'm fucking on. And people call me like, I've seen you on this. You did. Whatever. All right. So like, subscribe. You can also give us money on patreon.com. My worst holiday at patreon.com.
You can give me money on my OnlyFans, mattstaub.com. I'll do whatever you want for a buck. All right.
Exactly. He'll give you an old fashioned. That's all I'm saying. And with that being said, from a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this has been my worst holiday. Good night, everybody.
Good night.